Questions to ask throughout a campaign with a confidence rising. I told JC, Nate and Rich that good times are coming, no need for deep diving. Van Cam's reactions, watch alongs to the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South stay flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Yo, big up everyone. Hope you're doing well. I feel like every time we do a preview, we're like, it's been a while.
Yeah, but this time it actually hasn't been a while. It's been a couple of days.
It's been a couple of days. First things first, big up as always to Ree. If you haven't noticed, the intro has a kind of like a Halloween theme to it.
It's spooky season, so it had to get that intro changed.
And a little bit of a tweak on the intro, so big up to Ree for that, graphics and stuff. And I appreciate all the work she does behind the scenes. JC, how you doing, my guy?
I'm fully recovered now. Getting up in the morning was a bit of a stretch, but it is what it is. I'm feeling good. I'm ready for this game. I didn't know it was a 8:15 kickoff. I thought it was an 8 o'clock kickoff. So, mate, them fan cams got to be wrapped up quick.
Trust me, it's gonna have to go over that. We probably have to set up the two and just get them done ASAP. It might be a late one tomorrow. Dan, it's your fault we drew. We're blaming it on you.
I knew as soon as I said it. As soon as that game ended, I knew. Oh no, I jinxed it.
Well, you got done dirty in the edit, so.
No, for real. Big up, Dan. How you doing anyway?
Yeah, I'm all good. For a Monday, I'm actually surprisingly upbeat. I'm just looking forward to the game tomorrow. I can never turn down SELHURST under the lights, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah,
don't make any predictions. Thank you. Guys, if you haven't seen it already, we had the Leicester away day vlog where the pub was lively, the game wasn't. Simply put. So obviously check that out when you get a minute. Before we go into why JC, because JC said that he's kind of feeling sleepy in that night. There's a bit of context for that. Let's just address those in the comments. Big up Louis. Listen, if you haven't done so already, which you probably don't know about, to be fair, Louis started up a channel, Palace related content, CPFC Louis. Oh, I've got that correct. Yeah, is that? Yeah. On YouTube and stuff. So please go search him up. JC, if you can, drop the link in the comments for me, please. And guys, give him a sub.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Listen, the baddest editor in the game. Big up,
she can sort you out of a proper intro, Louis, if you need it, obviously.
100%. Make sure you reach out to Ree with the intros. Unbelievable work. Louis said that he can't wait till his game, how it's on Prime. Yeah, hence the 8:50 kickoff as well. Big up to the chairman. Hope you're doing good. Hearing that you lot got back at like 6 o'clock. We and Dan was still on the train to London, and Nate as well, and such. That punk on my headshot. Listen, they just were going around going to random people, and I thought, you know what? This will be funny. Let me get them to do me. So I called him.
Mate, he was a bit too into it, you know.
It was so funny.
And
you know, to be fair, like I said, I would say that's my first proper Premier League away day. You know, so I thought I'm gonna make the most of this. And
exactly.
Like, minus the game, it was fun. It was fun. Big up, Munzie. Exactly. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Munzie talks with the NBA, the F1, the football content all over the gaff. Make sure you go give Munzie Talks a sub, please, my people. There you go. The pumpkin. Yeah, drop the pumpkin emojis if need be. J Bar, it's been a while. Make sure you go and follow J Bar on Twitch. Lots of gaming content over there. Hope you're doing well, my guy. And yeah, I think that's everyone. Now, obviously, as you know, Nate has come down. It's his birthday tomorrow and stuff. So yesterday went down to Gravity in Wandsworth and such, and we did a bit of bowling as well as played FIFA and stuff. Like I was rubbish at FIFA, by the way. I'll put my hands up and say that.
Put it this way, Nicky kept gassing him his own skills at FIFA. Personally, I wouldn't class myself as a very good FIFA player. I'm like Division 7, so I'm not very good. Nicky said, I'm gonna slap you up on FIFA before the other lads get here. Palace versus Palace, I won. He got upset. He took it personal. He played Dortmund. I still beat him as Palace. 5 at the back, baby. Yeah.
And speaking of Nicky, he's literally got a stream right after this preview and stuff. So make sure you go follow him on Twitch. It's Saint of SELHURST on Twitch, isn't it?
SELHURST Saint, I thought, but
well, SELHURST Saint, yeah. We'll get the actual name for you guys. Make sure you give Nicky a follow on Twitch, and he'll be doing his FIFA. He says here, episode 2 of career mode.
Saint of SELHURST Twitch. That's what his name is.
So go drop a follow and go check that stream out immediately after this. 100%. But yeah, did a bit of bowling, did a bit of crazy golf. I won crazy golf.
We don't talk about crazy golf.
JC's last hole. Wait, pause just in case that sounds a bit nuts. He had a mare.
I was like 10 shots ahead of everyone. For the last hole. For the last hole, I think I hit like 28 or something. Something like that.
Wow.
But on a brighter note, so this was round 1. And bear in mind, I'm not terrible at bowling. I wouldn't say I'm great, but this is probably for me personally my greatest ever performance. I was so proud of myself, by the way. So this was the first one.
It's a bang out.
Mate. What? It's nearly double the second place.
It's crazy. It was literally the end. Like I got a spare, a strike, a spare, and a strike. It was just nuts.
Nicky's a little sweat, you know.
Yeah. Nicky was mad boasty as well.
Yeah. He was gassing himself up about every activity we done and lost in every single activity we done.
He was like, I open up early and I just bowl and I bowl and yeah. And
bless you, Nick.
Nuts and such. And then you know what? This went down to the wire in more than one between Nate and Roland. Yeah, it went down to like the final bowl, and then it went down to the final bowl between me and JC as well. But I think I needed to hit one pin out of the split that I had, and I think we would have tied. But
yeah, but you had the maddest split you can have though. You had the back tool.
Oh mate.
And then he put it straight in the gutter, didn't you?
I put it right down the middle.
Oh.
And so that's obviously big up JC winning that second game. But no, it was a very and that VR thing was funny.
Yo, you man hated me for that. I don't know what I done wrong.
You were shooting me in my back all the time.
It's not my fault. You was in the way.
But yeah, obviously big up Nicky for hooking up that yesterday. Big up Nate, obviously, for tomorrow's birthday. Big up Roland for coming all the way from Walthamstow as well. You know, it was a good evening. But hey, that's all the niceties from yesterday done. There's my little one screaming daddy and stuff. So I'm gonna go tend to JC, talk Leicester very briefly because it's gonna be brief.
No. On to Wolves. But okay,
Put it this way: there's a reason there's no review show. There's a reason for that. There's no point.
No, I think all we can say is that was a very bad performance. Hopefully, we won't perform like that again. And if we do, questions are going to have to be asked. Like, why are we not playing football like how we used to? I saw a someone that I thought hit the nail on the head a bit. He said that we look so good against the big teams because our shape is right and we've got good defensive players, so we don't concede that many goals. I get we concede late into the game, but that's just a thing that's always been a Palace thing. So you can't really work that out, if you know what I mean. But he said that the kind of attacking players that we have, we can only exploit teams that zonally mark. If they man mark, we're a bit screwed. But if they zonally mark, we've got space to run in behind. And I thought that makes a lot of sense because most of the bigger teams zonal mark. However, like Leicester, they completely nullified us because they just went man to man.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
unfortunately, none of our attacking players were on it, so they couldn't even beat their man. So there was no way we was attacking in that game.
I think that's the thing, innit? Like, I think everything. Like, don't get me wrong, Leicester were also terrible. Like, if you had never watched football before and you turn that on and you were like, okay, this is the Premier League. Oh, okay, I'm never watching that again because like both teams were terrible. But from a Palace point of view, I think, like you said, our shape was wrong. The subs that Vieira brought on, I think, was wrong. The players were also just all having a bad day, apart from VG. And dare I say it, I thought Milivojevic and Riedewald were also in our top 3 players that day. I think that says it. I think that says it all. How bad we were in that game. That them two were in the top 3.
Oh yeah, I put a tweet out the other day, and I didn't know you could go into minus likes. I said,
what? Really?
Yeah. I put a tweet out and I said, because you can do the down thing now, and I got more downs. So like my hearts were at -2 or something like that. I was thinking, what is happening? But I said, no one else is gonna say it, so I'm gonna say it. Luka played better than Decore.
Yeah, he did. To be fair, he did.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Well, I wouldn't have downvoted that because I agree.
This is it. Big up, Nate. He says here, just quickly go and shout out Nicky for hooking it up. It was what an evening. It was so jokes. And then the tweets when we were having the drinks were hilarious.
Well, I've just put that in the Discord roast. So if you guys want to have a look at that, check out the Discord.
There you go. And Nicky's rage quits. He's mad competitive. He is crazy competitive. Big up the Man United agenda. Oh my gosh, the amount of work they're doing, amazing work. I believe they had a stream with Andy Tate just a moment ago as well. So big up to the guys over at TMUA. Please drop a subscribe if you haven't done so already. Aish, where have you been hiding? Or is it me that's not been around for a minute? Sean, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're good, man. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Hope you're doing well. I've got nothing to say about Leicester. Let's move on to Wolves. Let's move on to Wolves. Now, personally, I think a win. And then if we win, we have 7 points from 3 out of that run that we're on. And all of a sudden, it's not too bad again. You know? I was thinking that was loading for a minute.
Yes, mate.
Do we change our starting 11 or our tactics? I mean, obviously, there's one obvious change. Elise has to start.
I agree.
And I would drop Schlupp.
I'll play Ayew in the middle, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I would do.
I've probably got another slightly more controversial one as well.
Milivojevic starting.
No, I don't. I hate the sound of this, and I know that past me is gonna think, "What are you talking about?" But I think purely off of Leicester, yeah, I think T needs to be dropped, and I think he should be. I wouldn't say. I don't want to say it, man, but maybe Gyro. I don't think he deserves a start, but listen, if he plays
Gyro played well,
if he can play like that at left back, because to me when he came on, him and Luka and VG looked like the only guys on that team that wanted to play football, if that made sense. And listen, even if we all know Gyro ain't as good technically as Mitchell, but if he gives 100% and Mitchell does whatever he did on Saturday, then I'm taking Gyro every day.
True. I think I do. A part of me thinks that Tyres is still a little bit injured. I don't know what it is, but I just don't think he's fully fit.
He doesn't seem, does he?
No.
I think he lost his head ever since he got that England call up. He's never been the same since.
True, and I think as well. I think he played too many games last season. Like he played pretty much every single game. I think apart from one. I wonder if he's a bit burnt out as well. Do you know what I mean? I think. Yeah, a lot's been put on him. A lot more than probably expected.
And also, he's got no competition, so he's got no reason to try and improve, isn't it? He's the only left back.
Well,
yeah, but we know why that is, because our chairman was twerking for a midfielder from Chelsea when we could have literally invested in half our squad and gone, you know what, we need a spare right back, because we've got 2 right backs over the age of 30. We've got no backup left back, unless we put a Daramola at left back and hope to God he actually is half decent. We're still having to dig up Riedewald and Milivojevic out of the reserves, hoping to God they can still play. And to be fair to them, they smashed it in what was a god-awful Leicester game. And I'm still amazed we actually parted with our hard-earned money to go watch that. That was just... That wasn't worth the flight over, I'm telling you.
We might as well have gone to Leicester just to go to the pub. That's what we should have done.
You know what? They could have paid us to go to the pub and watch it in the pub. It would have been a lot more productive. But yeah, like JC is saying, you don't want to think of Gyro starting or Lucas starting, but if they're playing better than the so-called starting 11, why not play them? And if we really want to see improvement in the team, why not throw a curveball out there and give Kamani Gordon a go? He can't do any worse than Jordan Ayew or Edouard up top, and Mateta was anonymous on Saturday. So, look, if it's not working with the so-called starting players, give the players that haven't got a minute to their name a chance. You never know. It might work. It might backfire. Obviously, it's a flip of a coin. But look, we need to get a win tomorrow because, let's be honest, if you'd have offered us 4 points from 6 available, we would have taken it. But we were looking at Leicester and thinking, that's got to be 3 points in the bag. They're terrible. You know, and look, previous Leicester sides, we've gone up there 3 of the last 4 times and lost. So it's not a happy hunting ground. But if we can't beat them when they're this bad, like, I think only Forest and us failed to score at the King Power Stadium this season. Yeah. What a surprise we make Danny Ward like prime Buffon. What a surprise we make him look like prime Buffon. He's Wayne Hennessy Mark II, and we have 1 shot on target against him.
Yeah.
And it was straight at him.
I think that's a big disrespect to Wayne Hennessy, to be honest.
Well, yeah. I think it's got to be tactical, isn't it? Because think about it, this guy can't save. He's got butter fingers, flappy wrists. We had 1 shot, 1, bruv. I don't care where you are, just shoot. I think Eze is probably the worst culprit of that game. He was in so many good positions and thought, exactly. I'm going to pass it and just pass it straight to their centre back. Yeah. Or when he actually had a shot, it was over the bar, but it wasn't over the bar by that much. Like he was in many opportunities where he could have wrapped his foot around it, maybe gone far corner, maybe chinked in and gone near post. But more shots is how you win a football game. If you don't shoot, you don't score.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There were more shots of gravity at the bar yesterday than there were in the game. So put it that way.
Let me just address a few more comments. Louis is saying that a win takes us 8th, he believes. Big up Santi says free Edwin. Edwin wasn't available today, unfortunately, and stuff. But he sent his predictions and he's given me a combined 11 list, which we'll read out in a minute. Chairman says match of the day made a great point about just how open our midfield was and how many times Schlupp was out of position. I think we've discussed it a few times now. Maybe we need to go back to 2 6s and a 10, you know, or just a flat 3, because the 6, 8, 10 ain't working at the moment. It's just not working. Jairo definitely played well. Santi is going to triple captain Gay. Okay. It could work. Could work. Kidding, but Wolves need some more attacking options. Oh, yeah, they got what do you call it? Diego Costa, aren't you? Big up now, Kane. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in as always. Big up, Munzie. Says great show as always. Appreciate that, Munzie. We're trying. And oh yeah, hold on. Have you decided if you wanted that? I've still got a spare chip when you get to 500. You know, let us know, Munzie. I'll send it first class.
I was trying to get rid of that chip for any means necessary.
In my yard. Vieira subs are very questionable, taking Wolf off when we need a goal. You know what? Let's discuss.
That's an L. I'm sorry.
The comments an L or taking Wolf off?
Taking Wolf off.
I haven't been critical of Vieira, but yeah, I don't know if he's starting to make these substitutions as a statement because they're just not right.
No, I agree. I do think it's weird because a lot of people said, and I agree with this, that Zaha's probably maybe along with a couple others, is one of the only players who can actually make something out of totally nothing.
Yeah.
And then to take him off, and then I can't even remember what he did, but like he brought Elise on, and then Jordan Ayew started playing centre forward, and I was thinking, okay, fine, as a wide forward or something, fine, but as a centre forward, Jordan Ayew, like, come on, really? I agree. I question the subs as well, to be honest. I didn't agree with him.
I think we've lost all chances of. I think that might have lost all chance of him signing another deal. If I'm honest, I reckon he'd be pissed off with that. I would be.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, I'm sure he was saying it himself. He's not had the best of games recently, though.
No, he had his little purple patch, and then.
No, he always does this around this kind of time of year, doesn't he? He did the same last year. He was the same as well. Quality beginning season, kind of died down a bit in like October, November, and then he got sent off at Spurs. And then after that, he was quality. He always seems to do it like at least once a season. He'll go off the radar for a few games.
Yeah. Man.
But look, we can't make it all about Wilf the whole time. That's the problem we're having, is that we've been Wilfried Zaha FC for so many years. We're still expecting him to put 9 out of 10 every game, when realistically now we have other options coming off the bench. Mateta could have done the job. Edouard could have done the job. Ayew, Elise, Eze. Granted, you know, we've seen all these players put in fairly average performances in the last couple of games, but can you blame Will for being a little bit peed off with everything? No, you can't blame him, because let's be honest, it shouldn't still be the Wilfried Zaha show this stage in the game. It should be a case of let's get as many players as we can to take the pressure off him, and they're not delivering. Elise probably should have started on Saturday, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
But of course, the second that you start Elise, people then go mad about, but who's covering at right back and the rest of it? Why are we still playing Joel Ward at right back in 2022? Don't get me wrong. Absolutely love the guy for what he's done for us since he's been at the football club. But we're way too loyal to players that simply aren't going to take us going forward. Joel Ward is not a right back that's going to get us into the European places. Now, I might get flamed for saying this because Ward's a club hero and what have you, but it's the reality. You know, look, Martin Kelly's having the time of his life at West Brom in the Championship, but would he have played on Saturday? Probably not. So as much as I admire that we're loyal to players that have done us well over the years, like Speroni and Ward, there should have been a progression. There should have been a replacement for Wan-Bissaka when he left. But instead, we chose the hope to God that we can keep bare minimum Joel Ward. Oh, it's fine. We got Joel Ward and Martin Kelly. It's fine. We got it covered. We got it covered. Then Joel Ward gets injured. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. We got Martin Kelly. Martin Kelly gets injured. Oh, it's fine. We'll play someone else. We'll play James Hopkins at right back. James Hopkins gets injured. Who's next? Caden Rodney, Pete the Eagle, Steve Parrish, Dougie Friedman, Clinton Morrison. Who's playing at right back then? It could be one of us.
It is a cursed position at the moment.
So you're looking at it thinking, we've done well in our recruitment to replace, Townsend and a couple of other players in midfield and in attacking areas. We still haven't replaced Wan-Bissaka, which is crazy. Yeah. He left like 4 or 5 years ago at this stage.
No, good point. Good point.
Look, I know I'm going on a bit of a rant, but that's what I'm trying to say is that our lack of replacing players when they leave was glaringly obvious on Saturday. Because the three of us who were close together sitting in the away end, we could all see it. they could target that our left, their left hand side, our right hand side. You were thinking, oh boy, Joel Ward's
Yeah.
going to have to find pace out of nowhere, which he doesn't have. Now, luckily,
Yeah.
he played fairly well, but Joel Ward's the best spot at 32 now, and he's still playing in the Prem. Nah, I'm sorry for ranting, but it's things like this that you just have to take a look at when things go wrong. And we saw a poor performance against Leeds as well. So it's not just this game on Saturday was poor. It's been poor going back since maybe Newcastle away, where we were lucky to get a point.
True.
Yeah. Cool. We'll do a few more comments, then we're going to show you or build Ed's combined 11 and stuff. I see JC was working behind the scenes. I don't know, is that a different squad for tomorrow?
I said this is what, if I was the manager, this is probably what I would play tomorrow.
Let me get through these comments and we can actually discuss that actually. So Sean's just saying, listen, cut Vieira some slack because obviously we don't have squad depth and we're grinding out results.
True.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like for like games so far this season, we've actually got 2 more points than we have last season, and that's bearing in mind that we've lost 3 against Arsenal and 3 against City. So we've actually done pretty like for like. We've actually surprised. I was surprised when I was doing it, but surprisingly, we've actually done quite well.
Fair it is. And he's saying that other teams around us have actually spent and such. Santi saying, I think Brush wants to eat the chip. Brush say nothing in the next 5 minutes if you want to do the challenge. That was 8:26. He's got 2 minutes. Good point, Nate. I'm tired of it too. We need to buy a young right back and centre mid. And big up Luca. Listen, Arsenal are flying at the minute, you know. They're doing bits. Obviously a bit fortunate against Leeds, but these are the games you win to go and get yourself championships. So listen, they're doing well, man. Arsenal are doing well. Make sure you go give Luca AFC a sub as well. JC, go on. What's your starting 11 for tomorrow?
I'll show it, and you guys tell me what you think and what you would change. So we went Dieter in goal because I think he deserves another go because I thought he was pretty good. Gyro, Gay, Anderson, Ward with 2 6s in Decore and Luca. Eze in that free role in the 10. Zaha left wing, Elise right wing, and Odson Edward as our centre forward.
I agree with the formation shift because Decore needs help back there, man. He's doing 2 people's jobs.
I'll put it this way: when him and Fofana at Lens ran that midfield on their own, so just 2 man against 3 or 4, which is incredible feat.
Yeah,
but at Palace, it's 1 man on his own. Exactly. It's 1 versus 3 now, so it's just not fair.
Yeah.
So I think he needs someone like Luca because, put it this way, we like to play very much. We pass it around the back. We push it into the midfield. Normally, if you've got control of that midfield, the midfielder can turn and have a look. But if Decore comes short to grab the ball, there's already a midfielder on him because our other 2 midfielders are trying to bloody run in behind. You're thinking, what is happening? So you need someone to sit there and hold with him. So maybe if you get passed into the midfield, you can actually pass it around the midfield, not just pass it around the back line and hump it long. So it I think it brings a little bit of a different dimension into our game. And also, Eze as a 10 works so much better than an 8. He is terrible 8, in my opinion.
Yeah. For me, if I was going to have this formation, I would have had Will Hughes, but I'm not sure if because he was ill, was he, last week? So whether or not he's recovered from his illness is another thing. However, I would actually go Decore, Ayew, and Eze. I think for this game we need to bully Wolves in the midfield. You know, I think the physicality is what will carry us through. You know, this game.
I think when it comes to Ayew in midfield, I think Ayew is the 8. I don't think Ayew can play the 6. I think that's the problem that we would have in this formation.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I'll play it as a 6-8-10 as opposed to 2 sit-ins.
Okay.
And such. And then, Gyro or Mitchell?
Because Mitchell, I think, was probably on par with Zaha as our worst players. That whole left side was terrible.
Yeah. And when Gyro came on, he bombed forward.
Mm-hmm.
He was very good defensively. And actually, he's a lot faster than I remember him. I know Vardy's losing pace, but he caught up to him.
Yeah.
True.
And he bodied him off the ball, and we know Vardy's not weak either.
Yeah.
True. I think as well, Riedewald is a good shout. Also, because this is a midweek game, and we do have another game on Saturday. I think, and considering I do think Mitchell is not 100% fit for whatever reason, judging by the game on Saturday, I think he's carrying some knock or something. He's just been forced to play because we don't really have another option. So I think Riedewald there, I think, is quite a sensible shout. And going to the midfield, I'm like flitting between like both what you two said, because I do agree with that midfield. I can see the pros of it. The cons for me is Milivojevic. No offense to him, but I don't think he's particularly mobile enough for the Premier League anymore. Again, if it was Will Hughes, perhaps I could definitely see the light there. Will Hughes on the left and then Decore on the right. I could see that. The thing is, I love the free. I love the flat three. But like JC said, Eze, I agree, is a terrible box-to-box midfielder. I think he's wasted there personally. And then also on the other side, who do you put? It would only really be Ayew for me. So.
Sean here says he would change Luca for Gyro and start Mitchell.
No, I disagree with that.
Yeah,
I'm in the consensus to rest Mitchell because, as JC said, our entire left-hand side, it's like Mitchell was back in London and Zaha came to Leicester. So there's a massive miscommunication because every time they were trying to get the ball to each other, it was just not working. So if it means that we have to rest Mitchell for this game, I'd go for that because, as we've said already, he's got literally no... we've got no secondary left back. I know some people are saying, "Oh, why not give Teo a shot?" But we saw that in the FA Cup last season. He doesn't quite look ready yet. I don't think he's ready for first team football just yet. But look, at this stage, more should have been done in the window to kind of make sure these things don't happen. But we can say that now with hindsight. We couldn't really say that in August, but I don't think Gyro put a foot wrong since he came on Saturday. So you've got to really go with what you saw on Saturday because he played a better game than Mitchell. But I do see what Sean is trying to say, where Mitchell's the more preferred option because he's a natural left back. But he's been dreadful the last, 6, maybe 4, 5, 6 games. So a change might give him a kick in the backside, and it also might give Gyro that ability to go, do you know what? I might have a shout here because I don't recall him putting much of a foot wrong. And as JC said, he managed to catch up to Vardy, which granted, Vardy's not as quick as he once was, but Vardy can still rip a defender when he wants to. And let's be fair, the minute the away fans started winding up Vardy, I was like, oh no, here we go again. Here we go again. And Riedewald saved the day out of nowhere. You're like, okay, that's cool. But, it is what it is.
Let's do this combined 11.
Definitely. Big up James from AFCB Fan TV. I tell you what, Bournemouth are doing bits. They're doing so well at the moment. And yes, Matt, it's been a while. Have we missed you? We'll let you know after Saturday.
Yeah. As long as we don't see a repeat of the last time we went up Goodison Park, then gosh. Yeah.
100%. Cool. All right.
Combined 11.
Here was Edmund's combined 11. Okay. So I'm sure you've already put Sarr in goal.
That's a given.
Okay. For, right back, he's gone for Semedo.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. The two centre backs are Gay and Kilman.
I thought so.
Okay, well, we've got a wrong answer there already. But we'll keep going.
Left back, he's gone for Mitchell.
I'd probably say another wrong answer there.
Yeah, based on this season, I think I'll change the left back too. Right. I think he's gone 1 and then 2 8s by the looks of it. So he's gone
A 6 and 2 8s.
Yeah, 6 and 2 8. So Neves.
In where? The 6?
6, yeah. I believe, because doesn't Nunez, is it Nunez?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. Who's one of the 8s? Nunez.
Nunez, yeah, and Eze.
Yep.
And the front three of Chanza. I love that tweet that was sent out yesterday. Like, JC, why are you putting him down as Chanza?
As a mate, the software's crap, man. It's the only one that gives us the faces.
Don't blame us, blame the technology.
Literally, 100%. Elise, right wing forward. And Diego Costa up top.
Diego Costa even on this. Diego Costa's not even on this thing, man.
You're joking.
I've spelled his name right, haven't I?
Yeah, that's right.
That'll do.
Oh, put Costa in and see what happens.
It might come up with the Costa Coffee logo.
Yeah, no.
Surely he's got to be on this game.
No, he's not.
I think is it because he was a free agent until quite recently? That might be why.
Well,
right.
we've got a
The only thing
Diego.
I can think of.
Guys,
Yeah,
disclaimer, it is not Maradona. There is just no Costa on the thing, which is mad.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Let's sort this out.
Mitchell for 8, Nuri for me.
Yeah. I think maybe Gay for Anderson.
Yeah.
The only thing with 8 Nuri is I think he might be injured.
Oh, please tell me he is.
I think he's injured because he came. Well, I'm looking at it now. He came off injured against Forest, so I don't know. I don't know if that means he'll be injured for the game though.
Oh snap! Speaking of that, hold on. Let me remember to do the FPL.
I'll shoot this one out to you guys.
Go on.
I'd like to move Neves to where Eze is and put Decore down here.
Yeah, I was thinking the same, to be honest. Or yeah,
check has to be in there.
Because Eze don't deserve it right now. I'm not going to lie to you.
I agree. To be honest, Czech's been one of our best players this season. So
yeah. Is 8 Nori definitely injured?
I'm checking that now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing's confirmed anyway. So I don't know if he just came off for like a precaution or anything. Maybe I'm not sure.
All right. Who does Wolves play on the left wing by any chance?
In their last game, they've got on the left wing is Pedence.
Okay, I think even a pretty crap Zaha is probably better than him, unfortunately.
Yeah, because on the right they've now brought back Adama Traore's back, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mr. Baby Oil.
Maybe,
Yeah. Unbelievable player until he gets to the box.
Yeah. I wouldn't make any further changes to this. What do you guys think? And what's the comments think?
I agree with Neil actually. I think Costa's finished. I'm not being funny. The last team he played for was in the Brazilian Serie A. He played for Atletico Mineiro. He made 15 appearances and scored about 9 goals, I think. But you got to remember, this is in the Serie A where David Luiz plays at and is one of the best players in the league. So, you know.
What about that other Wolves striker? What's his name? Guedes or something? They brought him for a good chunk of money, didn't they? Was he any good?
Well, I think from what Wolves fans have told me, that they don't really have any strikers at the moment apart from Costa, because that's why they brought Costa in, because that the Jimenez is injured, the other guy got injured as well, both long term.
What about that Korean Donny? They had that Korean Donny last year.
Oh yeah, Wang Hee-chan.
See that's what I thought, and I said that on Twitter, and then I got told off because apparently he's not actually a striker. So I thought he was a striker too.
Well, to be fair, Edouard's still 2 out of 3, so why not go Edouard? Because to be fair to him, I thought even though he had 0 service, I think he still played pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. What he did get, I thought he played quite well.
Yeah, he did. But don't let the fan base see you tell that, because so many of them were saying, "Oh, Edouard's not the one. It's Mateo." It's like it's neither of them because they're not getting any service.
Yeah.
I think it's a good time to talk about Wolves, though, because I obviously listening to people talk about Wolves on the radio on the way back from the Leicester game, and some of the pundits were just shocked at how bad Wolves were. That he said that if Wolves keep playing like that, he says they could be playing for 3 days and they couldn't score an open play. He said that's how bad they were at building up the ball and trying to attack in open play. The only way they're going to get it is set pieces and penalties.
Well, they've only got like 1 goal away from home this season so far, and they played five games. Or is it 5 games? They played 5 games away from home. They've scored once, conceded 8 so far, and even at home, they've only scored. Let's see. They've only scored 3 times. They've only scored 4 goals this season.
Damn.
Well, I don't want to say it, but I get the feeling we know what's coming then tomorrow. If they can't score for love or money.
You have to record the voice line still, mate. I ain't got that yet. You need to make the advert.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, let me get back to Dublin first and I'll record it.
I think one of Wolves' problems as well is that statistically, 1, they don't create many chances, and 2, the chances they do create, statistically, they don't finish either. I'm guessing because they don't really have any decent strikers or anyone who can actually finish at the moment. But statistically, they're like the worst in the league at the moment for not scoring the chances that they do actually make.
Yeah.
Just wanted to quickly jump on this comment by the chairman who says that Dougie's at the Charlton Pompey game. I've got it on the screen here. And, mate, for a League One game, you can tell why they're both in League One. It is diabolical. Charlton are winning, funnily enough. They're 2-0 up. But, a lot of empty seats, actually, at the Valley. I thought they were the biggest club in South London, but there's hella empty seats in the Valley. What's up with that?
Well, who's laughing now? That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I'm fairly certain their best player's on loan from who? He's on loan from who? Okay.
There we go. Cool. I guess to wrap up,
look at the
predictions. Like JC, you've had a good week.
I've actually done something good for one. Look at that.
Ooh.
Had a
3 in
decent
a
week,
row.
matey. A very decent week and such. So, which brings the scores amongst us to this.
You know what's mad? I was last like a couple of days ago.
But that's the thing. That's how quickly it could turn.
Oh
Literally.
yeah. Rich, can you look at the WhatsApp quick? Can you put that image in the stream? We can talk about that as well before
Oh,
we
snap.
leave.
Hold on. Yeah, let me work on it right now. Obviously, the overall league table still top at the moment. Vibes is doing bits, you know.
Yeah, man. When does he put his predictions in? We might have to like see what he's saying before we put. when is the deadline closed for all the viewers as well? So I can put that in the Discord.
5 p.m. tomorrow. So obviously, on the second page, apart from D. Taylor, really, no one else really is involved, but we'll just leave them there.
CM's just vibing.
And obviously, with the guests, fortunately for Chris, he is not bottom. It's still Grizz.
Grizz, oh my God.
So, yeah, as we say every week, for Grizz,
It's not
Big
looking
man
good.
thing, yeah. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
That gets me every time, that gif.
It's great.
it's so good. And such. Right, hold on a second. I am just going to upload that.
It was brought up a few times to Gravity last night. Put it that way.
I know the Roland Judge was mad.
No, I found it. I think the best tweet in that whole scenario was when the judge was for me, not him.
I'm not gonna lie, people. If we filmed that would have been way more entertaining than the Leicester vlog. You would have been dying from just all the laughter. Because man.
You know. To be fair, Nate, you're a massive pagan, by the way.
What a line. What a line.
Clip it.
How am I going to bowl and he shouts out, Jordan, are you? And I chucked it in the gar.
Hey, do what you can to win. Look at Nicky pushing us all in the VR thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you got to play dirty sometimes.
Yeah, man. I still can't believe it that man tripped me up in the VR. I would never forgive you, Nicky, for that.
Nicky 2 times in a row threw the bowling ball off his feet.
Oh my God.
Oh. Big up, James. Hope you're doing well. Gyro has to start tomorrow. He says,
Rich, you know what the funniest thing about it was? It's the fact that he was so braggy at one point and then just
it was mad.
Was it 2 or 3 straight gutter balls? And I went, oh, hello, hold up a minute.
I think if we have a look at the stats here, we can see that along the bottom line where it says 24 for Nicky, it was a 3 and a gutter ball and a gutter ball and a gutter ball. Then it was a 9 and then a gutter ball. Like even at the start, look, an 8 gutter. Man, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Man was holding hella cord.
He's moving like a handyman, bro. Why is he doing the gutters for so much?
But for this one, he was clear, like, and then it just all went wrong for him when he got too cocky too soon.
More gutters than a plumber.
And so, but yo, Statman Dan, this is something you understand because I have no Scooby.
Yeah, I thought I'd put this in here because I thought it was like a mini tactical because there's no point in making a whole episode for it.
So basically, the smaller the arrow means the less partial, so the thicker the arrow, the more. So basically, what we're saying is that Mark Gay and Joachim Andersen are basically having their own game of football by themselves at the back. As you can see, Odsonne Edouard got precisely F all, which, you know what, when he did get the ball, fair play to him, he actually did all right. As you can see by the average positions of Tyrant Mitchell and Joel Ward, they neither of them know what an overlapping run is. And then Eberechi Eze, I love the guy, but he does stray quite a lot to the left-hand side, which, considering the average positions of them three players on that side, there should be an overload over there. And I don't even think we got a cross-off down that side of the pitch. So
look how isolated the core is.
Exactly. He's literally like, he's in the middle by himself. Jeff Schlupp should be a lot closer. Eze should be a lot closer. I totally agree. Eze's not a good 8. Jeff Schlupp, I also think he's not a good 8.
You man, you see Decore, yeah, he's that John Travolta meme from Pulp Fiction, just looking left and right.
I was thinking like he's a bit like Akon at the moment, like so lonely in the middle.
I tell you one thing that definitely stood out to me personally. IU's meant to be our winger, and him and Schlupp are standing on top of each other, basically. Like, what is happening there?
Well, I think, not gonna lie, when I saw the lineup, I thought we were gonna play with two more defensive mids, and then Eze in the 10. That's what I initially thought when I saw it. I was like, okay, right, that makes sense. Schlupp on the left, slightly defensive. Decore on the right, slightly defensive. Eze in the middle. And then depending on whichever side of the pitch is on, then that defensive mid will just go a little bit forwards or whatever, support it out, whatever. But, I mean, when they lined up, you could see straight away that it wasn't it. And as soon as you saw that, I was thinking, we're not going to have a good day. Because the thing is as well, like Jordan I think the reason why he plays well in the midfield is because I think he comes in quite a lot anyway, as you can see by the average position there. And the thing is with Schlupp is that he's left-footed, so playing him on the right means that he wants to cut in, he wants to go inside. And so that's why then IU, I think, also didn't really have a great deal of support either. So, yeah, it was just all a bit not very good.
No, for real. James is claiming he will smack everyone at bowling. Fair play to him. I just had a really good day. That's all I'm
You know what I'm saying? We just enjoyed it. It was Nicky that was getting proper competitive. And I was like, wait, yo, it's not that deep.
James also says he'll drop Saha, put Eddie on the left, play Mateta up front with Elise as the front three. And Schlupp and Ayu are holding hands. Yes, they were pretty much holding hands and such. I think we've covered everything actually.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, guys, get over to Saint of SELHURST Twitch. He's about to start his FIFA career
mode stream.
So get over, support him on that. Look out for fan cams. It's gonna be a late one. Yeah, we're gonna have to set up too, because otherwise we'll be there forever.
Louis' link for his channel's in the comments as well.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to Louis, of course. Make sure you help him out there.
100%.
Yeah, no, seriously, the fan cams is going to be quick.
Finally, he's dropped his agenda. I rate him again. The Mateta and Eddie Army.
He'll have to change his name now. Watch.
Love it.
100%. And Louis said he's been watching that stream. So yeah, big up Louis for all the support, to be fair to you. That's stuff. But like we said, shout out Rhea. Shout out Rhea, sorry. If you want to intro stuff and graphics and whatnot, she's wicked. She is wicked. And so, and yep, smash this. This is a link to obviously see Nicky's FIFA stream. I think we'll just.
And Rich, just quickly, thank you to everyone who commented on the vlog stream on the vlog.
Oh yeah.
To see the comments in the vlog made us laugh because we were like, all right, as bad as the game was, at least our vlog was a highlight for people because we had fun despite that being an absolute doo-doo game of football.
It was so bad, isn't it?
Atrocious.
You know what was mad? The train back home was more fun than the actual game itself. And that was like a bloody sardine can going back to London.
Literally.
Yeah.
I couldn't even find a seat.
I took a seat. I saw the opportunity. I just had to take it.
Yeah,
I didn't care who was standing around. I had to take it.
The second a seat became available, it was every man for himself.
Yeah, literally.
But listen, people, thanks for watching.
100%.
We'll be doing fan cams after the game. We've got to sort out what we're doing pre-game. Probably head for a few, maybe head for 1 or 2 drinks. Maybe, hopefully, see a bit of football tomorrow, because I think we went to some kind of funeral on Saturday or something like that. Do you know what? We were wearing the wrong kits. We should have been wearing the black kit. Would have been more appropriate.
Oh man.
But listen, we'll be there tomorrow. Hopefully, it's a better game than Saturday, and we can go into that Everton game with a semblance of confidence. Because right now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not looking forward to any Premier League game. It's like, oh no, another Palace Premier League game. Here we go again. Oh,
literally. Well,
if you breaking news, Benzema has just won the Ballon d'Or, apparently.
Has he?
Yeah,
really?
I'm surprised. He deserved it.
Fair enough.
Smashed it in the Champions League last year. Deserved it.
Oh yeah, fair play. Fair play.
Dad, you were gonna say something?
I was just gonna say I was crunching some. I was doing some number crunching on my spreadsheet earlier, because that's what I do in my spare time. I worked out the average points that the team would get finishing 8th, 7th, and 6th in every 3-point 38 game season. So the average I got. Wait, let me find it. Wait. So the average I got. So the average points for 8th place per game is 1.42. Right. At the moment, we're on 1.11. But so if we win our next 2 games against Wolves and Villa, we will be on. Wait, let me just. We will be on Everton. Wolves and Everton. Sorry, we'll be on 1.45. So if we win those 2 games, theoretically, points per game wise, we'll be on for the average. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So keep. I know Saturday was terrible, but keep the faith.
Indeed. Guys, big up. Smash the like button if you haven't done so already. Continue to support the channel. Thanks for the interaction, the comments, the banter, everything. You lot make this what it is, man. And don't be afraid to come speak to us on a Saturday, on a match day, at Selhurst Park. We don't bite, especially Jordan.
I might get your ankles.
He gets your ankles. Alright, probably gonna football it out. Up the Palace.
Up the Palace. Eagles.
Questions to ask throughout a campaign with a confidence rising. I told JC, Nate and Rich that good times are coming, no need for deep diving. Van Cam's reactions, watch alongs to the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South stay flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.